it is about that time of the night when the New Zealand Transport Agency sends out a press release, and tonight it's announced another Auckland-based vehicle inspector has had his licence suspended. NZTA says Stephen Upson from Sunnybray Auto Services allowed 2 unauthorised people to carry out warrant of fitness inspections on his behalf. This comes after Auckland retiree Jeff Dale says he could be left thousands of dollars out of pocket after his repair certifier lost his NZTA certification. Dale Barlas lost his NZTA certification last month after the agency believed there were issues around the quality of his work. And that's left Jeff Dale potentially $15,000 out of pocket and his prized Lancia stuck in the back of a paint shop. Video journalist Logan Church reports.
To call partially retired photographer Jeff Dale a car enthusiast would be an understatement.
I love cars, the family have been buying classic cars and doing them up all my life.
What have you got behind you?
This is a 1937 Austin 7 that I bought from the original owner back in 1970, so I'm the second owner of a 81-year-old car.
But next to it is an empty space, which he hoped to fill with another car.
I searched for a long time for a Lancia Fulvia. Always wanted one. I owned one in the 70s and I loved it, but had to sell it. And found one in South Africa, nice dry climate and not much rust at all. So they shipped it out here maybe just over a year ago. And in July this year, I started the process of getting what is a warrant of fitness on steroids. It's the compliance to make sure this car is safe for the New Zealand road.
Jeff has become an unintended victim of a large-scale warrant of fitness botch-up. Since the Lancia arrived in New Zealand from South Africa last year, he's had NZTA-accredited repair certifier Dale Barlas working on it to ensure it would be safe to drive.
I was committed to a budget, and I've gone through the whole process with a guy called Dale Barlas, who is the engineer on my job. And as we get to the end of this job, we've got the last coat of paint going on. We discover that he's lost his licence and everything's on hold. So my car's sitting there with virtually finished except for this last coat of paint. And instead of driving it at Christmas time 6 weeks ago, I was told, hold everything, don't do anything.
After spending about $30,000 getting the car to New Zealand and almost another $15,000 making it almost roadworthy, the car is now sitting wrapped up at the painters. No other certifiers will touch it without undoing all of the work Mr. Barlas carried out. And he's had no word from Mr. Barlas or the Transport Agency.
I don't know what he's done wrong. I mean, no one said what he's done wrong. It's just that stop everything, And now we're losing warrant of fitness inspectors all over the country, thousands of cars having to be re-inspected. I just wonder whether there's some sort of agenda, Who's managing this?
This is just the latest in an extraordinary saga. Thousands of cars are having to have their warrants of fitness rechecked after the Transport Agency revealed it was concerned some certifiers were carrying out substandard inspections. Several vehicle certifiers have been suspended and investigations are underway. But that just leaves Jeff, nowhere.
Who knows where I go to from here, and it's just not fair. It's just ruined my Christmas, and I'd love to be driving around this summer, but which summer?
He just wants to get his Lancia back out on the road, but he's worried he's going to sink a lot more money into it before he can.
It's an investment for me, apart from fun. It's part of my investment, and the car should be worth a lot of money when I've finished it, but when am I going to get finished? I don't know.
Checkpoint has contacted both the Transport Agency and Mr. Barlas for comment, but no response yet. For Checkpoint, Logan Church.
And just to reiterate that, we did invite the chairman of the board, NZTA board, Michael Stiasny, on the show this evening for an interview, but we've yet to have a response from him.